Today we're going to create a simple logo with our initials and give it a silver background. So first we'll create a new file. I'm going to change the background to black using paint bucket tool. Now we're going to add two lines to define the center. We go to view, new guide, and here we're going to place 50%, and we're going to do the same for vertical, 50%. Now we're going to draw a circle in the middle. To do that, we select ellipse tool, we go to the middle, and when we're in the middle we click on our left mouse button, we hold the Alt key and we hold Shift, and Alt will make sure that it stays in the middle and Shift will make sure that it stays a circle. When I let it go, it becomes an ellipse. So we're going to create a circle like 844. That's good. We're going to increase the stroke and we're going to make it 30 pixels. I'm going to add my text. I'm using a handwritten font, which is called Admiration Paints, but any font will do. I'm going to place it inside the circle. And click enter, and I'm going to do Ctrl J to copy the layer. Now I'm going to do Ctrl T to move the layer I just copied. And I'm going to write another letter. I'm going to place it a little bit below, click on enter. Now we're going to move those two parts where the letters are overlapping the circle. So to do that, the first thing we're going to do is create a layer mask for those three layers. Creating a layer mask we can do here. Click on it and we have a layer mask. Now we're going to use the lasso tool to make a selection. When we made the selection, we will make sure that the layer mask of ellipse is selected. We're going to take the brush tool and we're going to remove it. And to make sure it's nicely removed, we can unselect, make it invisible, the layer. And we can zoom in by using Alt and the wheel on the mouse to look if we removed it carefully. Now we're going to do the same thing for the other side. Do Ctrl D to deselect the lasso tool. And we're going to reselect it and cut here. Now again, we click on the layer mask of the ellipse, we go to brush tool and we remove it. We can zoom in to remove everything. can make the layer invisible to see if we really removed everything. Okay. Now we do Control D to deselect the lasso tool. We do Alt and we go in with our mouse wheel. And now we removed the parts that are overlapping. Now we're going to add our background. So for that, we go to our background image. We use the Move tool. We move it behind our logo. We'll put it on top. And forgot, first we need to group those three. So we select those three layers and we do Control J. Now they're grouped. Now we're going to create a clipping mask for this layer. We do this by right mouse button, create clipping mask. We'll put blending mode to luminosity. We're going to make another group of this group 1 and layer. So we select both of them and we do Control J. And now we're going to make a smart object of this group. So we'll convert it to smart object. The reason why we make a smart object is because when we make a mistake, when we click on it, we still have all the layers that we used and we can change it here. And then we can anytime rechange it and reuse it, even with other letters and with another background. So it makes it easier to work with. We're going to return and now we're going to add some shadow. To do that, we go to blending options, drop shadow. Here we're going to choose blend mode normal. We're going to put it on 120 degrees. Oh. Put it on 120 degrees. Distance can be 20 pixels. And size can be 30 pixels. Now we click on OK. And our logo is finished. If you want to use it on another background, like for instance, on a red background, we just have to remove the layer and save this file as a PNG document. When we're going to save it as a PNG document, we can always reuse it with another background.